Yo, what is going on? What is going on? I just want to get on camera so I could document my journey of being part-time carnivore. I'm in a place right now that I think the best approach may be keto, just because you still minimize carbs, or I don't think you eat carbs at all, but you still have proteins and you have an option to do salads and fruits. For me, I'm not like a big fruit guy. I don't really eat fruit unless like my wife tells me, hey, like eat some fruit. Here's some fruit, or veggies. I didn't grow up eating veggies, so I could do without eating veggies. Now tortillas, that's something else, right? Rice and beans, that's something else. But at least when it comes down to other carbs, I don't really struggle with like breads and stuff. I think for me, I always wanted to eat healthy, and I was doing oatmeal for a little bit, and I was doing oatmeal like around 8 or 9 a.m. with nothing, just water and then maybe some peanuts. But I saw that I did not lose any weight, and I felt a little stronger in the gym. I was able to lift more. I was able to have a little more energy, but in the same way, I still felt myself very bloated. Right now, I'm 34 years old, and I'm in a place right now that I just want to be healthy, right? I don't want to essentially, win any competitions of any kind, but I just want to be healthy. I want to be able to have enough energy when I come home from work, and I want to be able to play with my kids. I want to be able to, be intentional and not just come home and drink another cup of coffee, right? Because I already had like three or four throughout the day. And that's pretty much like my focus here, just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. And at this point, carnivore, being part-time carnivore, that's what I call it, not having any type of carbs throughout the day until dinner time, and it's still very, very light carbs. I think that's making a difference. I do feel like I need to cut some carbs, or maybe change the protein. Maybe instead of a pound of meat, maybe do a little bit less and maybe do more eggs. So I'm still playing around with it. I am getting results. I'm getting stronger. I do feel that I do need maybe some type of carbs from time to time. So I don't want to limit myself completely, but again, still part of the journey. I do see that a lot of people say, stick to the carnivore, and they even do like ice cream for carnivores. And I'm like, how can you do ice cream for carnivores? Might as well just have real ice cream and have call it a cheat meal or something, right? But people are so religious about a particular diet. And for me, I don't want to be in that place either. I want to be just subject to that particular diet and not being able to break free from that. Now, if you have a medical condition, I believe that's different, right? Because you're very restrictive on what you can and cannot eat. Maybe that's different, but for those of us that want to lose weight, want to be healthier, we still have that flexibility. So I want to do a lifestyle change, not just a diet. And that's the reason why I don't limit myself to some carbs. If my wife made salad for dinner along with other foods, I'll eat the salad. So again, it's maybe like a hybrid of you know carnivore and keto. And also, not even 6 months ago, I changed like the way I drink coffee. I used to drink with coffee with heavy whip, which is my favorite. But then I switched to half and half. But then I went all black coffee. But on Friday morning, I do have a cheat coffee morning, whatever you want to call it. I go to racetrack and I get some coffee, and I put a little bit of half and half and a little bit of whipped cream. That's like my pleasure, my I fought well type of reward. And again, do whatever works for you. I think that's the lesson that I'm trying to portray to you guys. Don't be so rushed into getting results. I think the focus should always be am I feeling good? Do I have more energy? Am I losing weight? Am I getting healthier? Right? And same thing for me. I've been on this health journey now for like 2 months, a little more strict because I signed up for boxing, so I've been doing boxing like 3 or 4 days out of the week, and I've been sticking to the carnivore diet Monday through Saturday for the most part. Even last time that I was gonna have a cheat meal, it was gonna be I think it was like a Friday evening. My wife called me and she's like, "Hey, like, all the kids are over. We're having a lot of people over, and I think she should get some pizza." And I said, "All right, no problem. I'll go get some pizza." And then 10 minutes before I got here, I'm like, "Hey, can you make me like 6 eggs?" She's like, "Oh, okay." And then, so I came home and I ate the eggs first. And then because I was full already, I was satisfied, only ate one piece of pizza. So that's pretty much like my hack, if you want to call it that. But things are working well. Hopefully if I get enough traction on this video or videos. I don't know how many more videos I'm going to make, but I think these are interesting videos, like lifestyle videos, right? I'm going to make more videos. And then from there, update you guys on my progress. Like I said, I feel like I already lost like 20 pounds. Like there's maybe like 20 people that said, "Hey man, you're dropping a lot of weight, man. You're looking slimmer." So it's evident that I'm losing weight. Right now, I feel like I'm getting stronger. I feel like I'm getting more defined. I went from looking like bulky to now trimming down and looking more fit. So that's a win-win. With that being said, guys, if you guys want to watch anything in particular, want me to talk about something in particular, just let me know. Also, recently I had an injury, I think because of boxing, because I was hitting the back too hard. I was hitting the back super hard, and I couldn't really do push-ups, couldn't really move my arm like this, right? Just because I feel like I punched the back too hard or something like that. I went beast mode in the gym. So, I heard of this substance called BC 157. It's like a peptide. And I was just like curious. I'm like, I wonder if that works. And obviously, the podcaster Joe Rogan and a couple other people had talked about peptides. Didn't know much about it. Did a little bit of research, and I did get it's Glow. So it's BC 157, TB 500, and GWL. Don't quote me on it. It's another ingredient. And I started taking that like maybe like less than 3 weeks ago. Putting a few shots here on my shoulder. Within a couple of days, I was able to do my first like shoulder workout. So keep in mind that I wasn't able to do this or press or anything like that, right? And I was able to do my first like light shoulder workout. Right after that, I was able to move a little bit more, to the point that last week I did my first set of like, I don't know, like did like 5 sets of 10 reps for push-ups. There were half push-ups, but there's still push-ups. So yeah, definitely recommend that if you guys have not checked that out. BC 157 Glow or TB 500. That's a peptide. So I want to document my journey because I'm taking that supplement and I feel like it's working. Now, am I 100% better? No, I think like I'm like 80 to 90%. So I'm still babying my shoulder a little bit. So I'm not doing heavy weight, but I could do push-ups today. I did bench, and again, I'm not the type of guy that benches a lot. I just slapped maybe 245 on each side, and I actually enjoy doing push-ups more than doing bench. But I put 225s on each side, and I was able to do a few reps, which was pretty cool. That being said, guys, if you guys get anything from this video, you guys already know what to do. Like I said, I'm doing these videos more so to document my journey and talk about all the changes and all the things that have worked for me that hopefully could work for you as well.